The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Watson hands to Miller on the draw. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They'll run it now out of the gun. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Richmond. Two-jet.
Out of the gun, Watson. Dumps it complete to Miller. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Kaimi Fairbairn now to attempt the Texan field goal. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Out come the Titans now. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
1st down, Mariota. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
If you're running out route, it's likely there.
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
One. Keep it rolling.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Andre Howell, the one to bring him down.
Let's go. Keep it rolling. One.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. And Walker with it over the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. 2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's go. One. Hey, got three down.
from the shotgun. It's Mariota. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now Mariota. And that is going to be incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on fourth down. And this Texans defense stands tall. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Super toe.
On first down, it's Watson. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Following the interception here, Mariota. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. J.J. Watt in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Now Mariota. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Third and long here for Mariota. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on fourth down? Mariota now. Sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. J.J. Watt able to disrupt yet another pass play. His third sack of the afternoon. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Watson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the 50, it's Watson. Moving again for Thomas, this time complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Steps away to his left. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Jonathan Cyprien. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
To throw on second is Watson. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Jarrell Casey. He's the one that got to 9. Third and long, it's Watson looking deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was Kenny Vaccaro there to get a hand on that one.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mariota now on second down. Going underneath for Lewis. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
On third down, Mariota. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And they're going to go for it here on the fourth down try. Mariota's going to stay out there. They're indeed going. It's Mariota going for the deep ball. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here.
They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Miller. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Tiger. Down. Green the line. Tiger. Two jet.
On second down, here's Watson. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That goes for a gain of 31.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. That big body and that willingness to go catch the football. He's pretty impressive.
And his friends call him Bebe, the nickname his uncle gave him back in the day. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, but not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. Now Watson on 3rd and goal. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at the 20. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Got a man right side, it's Sharp. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they do.
This is Lewis. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Give it.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
2nd down, Mariota. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a 1st down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
Mariota on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Throwing again, Mariota on 2nd and 10. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Houston, it's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the 4th quarter. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40. From the gun, Mariota. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll try to run for the 1st with Henry. And he's able to get the 1st here as he's taken down at the 25. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down. And he will score! Touchdown, Titans! Dion Lewis, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Succop. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now here's Succop out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Two jet! Richmond!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Fuller. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
Reset!
A first down carry now for Miller. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Come back! Two jet!
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. And incomplete on the deep ball. Will Fuller was the intended target. And it's 3rd and 4.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Target! Come back!
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
Target!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Now, that run is one to build on, and I know it sounds like a cliche and it seems like a simple thing, but truthfully, coaches are always looking for something to pull out of a tough day. And right now, this team has had one of those. So that run there, I guarantee that's a clip and save as they move forward and look towards the next game. And he'll tell his team, this is what we're looking for. This is what we planned for. Let's have more of this to start games as opposed to getting it at the end.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans cut into that lead. So he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. First down, that brings up 2nd and 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They try again with Lewis. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he locates Walker, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. Mariota now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Titans, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots. Meanwhile, for Houston, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.